Hello, Precious.
Yeehaw!
We're back in Lord of the Rings Gollum. Luke, we're going to get made a song worth 30 gamer score and So Tasty worth 15 gamer score.
I can make a song about how tasty these achievements are.
Maybe you can. These are two missable achievements in Chapter 8. I think Chapter 8 is called Her Eyes. Anyways, unimportant. And this is actually really easy to get because they both take place very early on in the chapter. So there's a chapter select in the game. You can select Chapter 8. You don't have to play very long before you get to this part. Okay, so you and Gollum, you are Gollum, and Mel are escaping the elves. And you come to this tower, and she's going to tell you about some bells. These are the bells. They glow. You have to either throw a rock at them or run up to them and jump and hit them with your big noggin. And they ring. And Gollum will probably say something dumb, and you need to ring them all. And I'm going to show you where they all are. So this is right after that kind of like panning cutscene. First bell's right there. And then the second bell is right next to it. Up the hill.
These elves sure love their bells.
And there's another one just up the hill from this one, not very far. Right there. And then, so there's kind of two sections. There's one before we go into that tower, and then the next section is after we go into the tower. Most of the bells are here before the tower, and there's one food item for the other achievement out here. And then when we go into the tower, there's one bell and then the majority of the food. Okay. So there's the fourth bell. There are 5 bells out here. There's one more. And these aren't like hidden. This isn't like a trick. You don't need that stone, but it might be useful. This isn't like a trick. It's very easy to find all these bells. It's really just you need to ring them all because once we go into the tower, you can't come back out. So you have to get them all.
Ring our bells.
Ring your hashtag ring the bells. Okay, and then you're going to go up here, and the game wants you to go through the door. Do not go through the door. I thought the food item was down here. It is not. So before you go into the door, take a right here, and there's like a little just cubby hole over there where you can find our first piece of food for the other achievement. I forget what it is, but all you have to do is pick it up. So
just a little piece of bread hanging out here on the ground.
Yeah, something like that. And what happens is Mel wants you to bring her food, and she wants lots of different options. And you only need to find 3 pieces of food to like advance in the story, but for the achievement, you need to get all the food. Okay,
Gotcha.
So we are in the tower now. You need to climb up the tower, which is very easy to do. And then you'll like go off into a cave, and then like you'll climb around some trees. But before you do that, you want to climb up here and jump backwards. And then on that little ledge up there, there's another piece of food. I think it's a moth.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah, who doesn't love to snack on a moth? You remember when Granddad used to make us moth wings for lunch?
And I cried.
Yeah, he was a tough guy. Okay, so now just go across this log. This is going to be like the cave area. And I think our next bell is just right out here, if I'm remembering correctly.
Right through this little swamp.
Wait, we're going to pick up this mushroom, which I think is what Mel actually wants to eat. But we don't care what Mel wants.
Yeah,
so
we're here for achievements,
Mel. All right, yeah, and here's the last bell. Once you ring it, you will get the achievement. Something about making a song.
Oh.
There we go. Hold. There it is.
Oh.
And at the time of when I got this, it was a rare achievement. Probably still is. No one's playing this game. So.
Just our diehard Gollum fans out there.
Yeah. Hey, the real ones. Gollum fans are the real ones.
Still out there grinding.
Okay, so to the right of the bell is this little cave, and at the far end of the cave, up on that ledge, is another food item. You can tell it's there because the game actually tells you it's there. It's where the objective
thank
marker
goodness.
is.
Finally, a little help along the way.
So yeah, there might be 5 food items with that one in the beginning. I don't know. There's 4 or 5, but the game points out 3 of them. And once we get that, there's really just 1 more piece of food to find. There might be 2. I can't remember. I'm so bad at this. The game's gonna lead you to all the food pretty much. So. Okay, there's 2 more pieces of food. There's this one that's right next to, just to the left of this bell. We all remember this bell, right?
Our achievement bell. That's where we rung the achievement bell.
Exactly. Okay, so here's the moth. Here's the moth. All right, the game will then tell you can go back to Mel. But there's 1 more piece of food out there. I think it's a grub, caterpillar or something like that. And all we need to do is kind of parkour around these trees. Get used to these trees because you'll be back here a couple more times. And, yeah, there's... This game, all right, so near the end of the game, in the final chapters, there's just like these balls of energy, and they don't describe what they are. They're just like evil wood spirits.
Oh.
And if you get hit by them, they just do a lot of damage.
Wow.
Okay, so right here is the caterpillar. This isn't like a maze. There's only one way to kind of navigate through these trees, as far as I can tell. And when you pick up the caterpillar, you'll get so tasty with 15 gamer score. Found all the food items at the bell tower.
Delicious.
Now go back to Mel and cook yourself up a fried moth caterpillar mushroom sandwich.
A great cosmic gumbo.
Hey, we hope, Luke and I, and anyone else who's here, I hope that this guide was helpful. And if it was, you have two options. You can like this video, and you can follow the channel, or
you can help dredge up the Titanic and finally restore it to its rightful place in history.
Those are your two options. You can like and follow the channel, or you can join some kind of underwater salvage team to bring up the Titanic from the ocean floor. And then you have to fix it so it's seaworthy.
Exactly. We want to ride it.
Right. Yes. And we get a ticket. So those are your two choices. I think you'll make the right choice.
Good luck.